Hey, welcome back to MVP Hot Wheels. This is Diesel Mac, and I had a question about the size of the steering wheel on one of the 59 Cadillacs. These come from the 50s Favorites 5-pack. I have so far seen 6 and potentially 7. We'll kind of see where that 7th one goes in. Different variations. There might be some others out there. We'll talk about those. So let's go ahead and get into the question first. The question was the size of the steering wheel and what size mine was. So we'll take these two up here, and you can see the size of the steering wheel for both of these are different sizes. So left one is the large, right one is the small. So that was, the question. He has a 7-spoke without the white line, and his has a small steering wheel. Mine has a large one, so I have one to look for. He has one to look for if he's going to go that route. And then I figured, well, while these are out, why not just go ahead and make a video? So, like I said, these come from the 50 Favorites 5-pack, mid-90s time frame. So the first one obviously is going to be that no white line on the 7 spokes. And then this one also has the Hot Wheels logo. So that will be a variation that will come up. And then this has the large steering wheel. So that's one of the tougher ones that you can get for this one. And then obviously the normal one is going to be this one right here, the white lines with the 7 spokes. This one does have that Hot Wheels logo. This is the large one, large steering wheel, and this is the small steering wheel. So this variation has both of them, the small and the large. This one has the gray base. So a lot of cars in 5-packs in the mid-90s had gray bases instead of chroming them. I imagine that was to save a little bit of money on some of these. This one does have the large steering wheel. There could be a small steering wheel version. I have 2 of these so far, and both of them are large. So, but that's a possibility that it could be with the small steering wheel, and maybe without the Hot Wheels logo. I've never seen it without the Hot Wheels logo. Then you have the one without the Hot Wheels logo. So if we show these two there, right above that rear wheel, and then this one has the small steering wheel, like I said, chrome base. So that one variation could have a large steering wheel. I haven't seen it. I've got a couple of those also, and both of them seem to be the same size steering wheel. This one back here I got in from Jason, and the red inside this is a little bit different. It's a little darker. It's kind of hard to pick up. There's kind of some differences there from that angle. So it's a little bit different. I'm curious if there's I know the early pearl white one had red interior, and I think one of the gold ones had red interior. So I'm going to compare the color of the interior with one of those to see if it matches that. And then maybe this potentially is a transition piece, or they had some leftover interior pieces for that to maybe be a variation. But I haven't put that one in there yet. I don't like putting the difference in the colors in there too much, just for the fact that if you had this one that was a little bit darker, and I said there's a lighter one, then when you're looking at pictures, right, if we looked at these two pretty quickly, it's kind of hard to tell which one is which. Right, if I brought this up, you wouldn't know if that was the lighter or darker one. And so try not to do that. I'll make note of it if I don't end up putting the actual variation on there, but it makes me frustrated, right, when I'm trying to figure out if I have a dark or light version of any of the variations of stuff that I have. And so I'll make a note, and that way if you're a 59 Cadillac collector and you want to get all of those different variations, that there is some difference in the interior on this one among the chrome base, the large and small steering wheel, and the Hot Wheels logo and stuff. So, but all these are up there. I just cleaned these up. Still got a little bit of water in there. I'll get those blown out with some air and dry them off completely, and then get pictures of them and add those to the website, so you'll be able to see them on there. So, but there you go. There's a 59 Cadillac from the 50s Favorites, and all the variations that I have seen and others have found along with me. All right, thanks. Bye.